UNIX Academy. In this video we are going to watching Kubernetes interview question and answers. Next question, in my previous video also you can watch basic interview questions of Kubernetes. In this video is a continuation of that video. Next question is, what are the worker node components? Kubelet. Worker node components are kubelet, Proxy and container runtime are the worker node components. Node components run on every node, maintaining running pods and providing the Kubernetes runtime environment. Then explain kubelet. Kubelet runs and manages the containers on the node and talks to the API server. The kubelet is the primary node agent that runs on each node. It can register the node with the API server using one of the host name or a flag to override the host name or a specific logic for a cloud provider. The kubelet works in terms of pod spec. Pod spec is a YAML or JSON object that describes a pod. The kubelet takes a set of pod specs that are provided through various mechanisms and ensures that the containers described in those pod specs are running and healthy. The kubelet does not manage containers which were not created by the Kubernetes. Other than from a pod spec from the API server, there are three ways that a container manifest can be provided to the kubelet. Those are three ways: file, HTTP endpoint and HTTP server. First one, file. Path passed as a flag on the command line. Files under this path will be monitored periodically for updates. The monitoring period is 20 seconds by default and is configurable via a flag. HTTP endpoint is the second method. HTTP endpoint passed as a parameter on the command line. The endpoint is checked every same as file, 20 seconds, also configurable with a flag. Third one is HTTP server. The kubelet can also listen for HTTP and respond to a simple API to submit a new manifest. Next question, explain Proxy. Proxy load balances the traffic between application components. The Kubernetes network proxy runs on each node. This reflects services as defined in the Kubernetes API on each node and can do simple TCP, UDP and SCTP stream forwarding or round robin TCP, UDP and SCTP forwarding across a set of backends. Service cluster IPs and ports are currently found through Docker links compatible environment variables specifying ports opened by the service proxy. There is an optional add-on that provides a cluster DNS for these cluster IPs. The user must create a service with the API server API to configure the proxy. Next question, explain container runtime. The program that runs your containers, there are three ways: Docker or RKT means rocket and containered. Or the container runtime is the software that is responsible for running containers. Kubernetes supports container runtimes such as containered, CRI-O and any other implementation of the Kubernetes container runtime interface. Tell me the node name uniqueness. The name identifies a node. Two nodes cannot have the same name at the same time. Kubernetes also assumes that a resource with the same name is the same object. In case of node, it is implicitly assumed that an instance using the same name will have the same state. Example, network settings, root disk contents, and attributes like node labels. This may lead to consistencies if an instance was modified without changing its name. If the node needs to be replaced or updated significantly, the existing node object needs to be removed from API server first and re-added after the update. These are the today's interview questions. We will see on next question on next video. Thanks for watching.